All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai is so-called Jesus Christ. All right. And in the scriptures, there are two so-called black men. Color does matter of how the Savior looks and how the Father looks as well. All right. And the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American, Hispanic, and Seminole Indians descent. And you do have Israel. You do have Israel that's scattered across the world. All right. And this sit down is just going to prove how the so-called white race or the leaders of this society that rule the world, basically, uh, the international bankers and so forth, they know that they are the Edomites. And yeah, the truth is going out across the whole world. So there's no hiding the truth no more or trying to cover it up. So, and this is going to be short. I'll make it short as possible. And if not, you know, this is only for the elect. All right. But anyway, this is Genesis 25 and 25. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. Now, this is important to remember because the person or the child, because you know about Jacob and Esau, this is what this is going into. Um, it didn't say how Jacob looked. All right, it gave a direct indication on how Esau came out and on how he looked. All right, so when he came out as a baby, sometimes you see babies that come out, they have a so-called either they come out pink. All right, some babies come out pink. That's what it's talking about. Esau came out pink and hairy. All right, like a hairy garment. All right, he came out red. Red, pink is a shade of red. All right, so he didn't have no pigmentation. He didn't come out brown like how Jacob did. All right, we're the descendants of Jacob, or Isaac and Jacob, and you so-called white people are the descendants of Esau. How we know that is because your skin is red and you are hairy. A lot of white people are hairy. So-called white people are hairy. So that's who you are. You're the descendants of Esau. You're the sons, daughters of Esau. You so-called white people. All right, and you do have Israel uh mixed up within that race. All right, but it's by your forefather, who your father was. All right, and who your father's line go back to. And it's not more so of a skin thing. It's spiritual. So it's the person's spirit. If they blend in, not blend in, but if their spirit fits so-called black person, Latino, Native American, Hispanic person, they're Israelite. If they don't act like a white boy or a white girl, naturally, they could be our people. All right. So anyway, so we read that in Genesis, and yeah, I'm on my phone. I don't have a computer no more. All right. So let's go to history. All right. So this is Wikipedia. Now it says Edom, modern Tiberian. Okay. Red, Assyrian, Adumi. Okay. It says red. All right. So it's telling you that Edom, Adawam in the Hebrew is Adawam, which stands for red. And it says it right there. All right. Now, they're the so called white people. They're the Edomites. The so called white people are the Edomites. All right. Now, there's a scripture in the Apocrypha. Let's think this is, yeah. There's a scripture in the Apocrypha. All right. It talks about here on Wikipedia. All right. And in the Apocrypha, well, back then, the Romans were so called white people. Of course, you had blacks that was in Rome, that was in the military and so forth. But the main kingdom were you so-called white people. All right. Now, this is going to talk about in the Apocrypha, and I'm going to read it. It says, during the revolt of the Maccabees brothers, they fought back against you so-called white people. And the Lord had it where they were knocking your asses off. All right. But eventually they went down, and ultimately, because we had to go down, and prophecy had to be fulfilled within those times and in today's times. All right. During the revolt of the Maccabees against the Seleucid kingdom, early 2nd century BE or BC, Second Maccabees in the Apocrypha refers to a Seleucid general named Gorgias as governor of Idumea. So uh, the brothers back then, they knew that they were the Edomites. All right, they knew that the white people were are the Edomites. So um, scripture in the book of Second Maccabees refers to the general Gorgias as governor of Idumea. Whether he was a Greek or Hellenized Edomite is unknown, and it is known. All right, uh, because they know basically who they were conquered by. They know they were Hellenized, not Hellenized, and Hellenized is going back into how you had Israelites that were conforming themselves to heathen, well, not heathen, well, yeah, heathen customs. Of course that happened, but basically during the time of Alexander, it was Alexander the Great. There was a time when you Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American, Hispanics, were basically conforming yourselves to to being a Greek. You know, y'all was basically how you doing today, or being Christians. Muslims. It's the same thing. You're being Hellenized Greeks. All right. So it's the same thing. All right. And no, he was not a Hellenized Edomite. He was an Edomite. All right. He didn't change to the ways of being an Edomite. He was already an Edomite because he was Greek or Roman. All right. And that's it. All right. So they know who they are. All right. It's over with. You so-called white people are Edomites, and you so-called white people, you're going to be put in slavery. All right. And after 1,000 years, you're going to be destroyed. All right. And if you don't know about Esau like that, read the book of Obadiah. All right, go into Obadiah. What's going to happen to him? All right, in the kingdom of heaven, that's what's going to happen to him. And I'm talking about them being destroyed forever. All right. So all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostle, elders of great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect nation of Israel. Redemption is nigh. Our salvation is nigh. All right, keep the faith. Don't take the microchip for you so-called, well, not you so-called, but for the elected nation of Israel. All right. Don't take the microchip. Keep the faith. All right. Because this is a test. All right. And nobody is going into the kingdom, you know, basically, it's not going to be an easy walk. It was a scripture I was going to say about, it's better to enter into the kingdom. I believe the scripture said with one arm rather than two. Basically, this is not going to be easy walk. Whether we are persecuted, we lose a limb, or you know, we're gonna go through hell basically, all right? And this is the last go around that we'll go through persecution, the suffering, because the kingdom is gonna be forever after this. All right, so it's worth it. All right. And it's better for us to enter to the kingdom with bruises, broken bones, so forth, than to just go whole, basically, just walk right in. It's not going to be easy like that. It wasn't easy for the Lord. All right. He was crucified. He suffered the most. All right. So think about him, then think about yourself. All right. Shalom.